Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yes, hello, good evening, Dad. How are you today?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay. Have you already eat your dinner? Are you done eating your dinner?
Okay. Yes. No.
So you're not hungry?
Yeah.
Okay. So what did you do all day?
Uh, I would play and learning.
Okay, you play. So how about your swimming lesson?
I'm finished.
Oh, you already finished your swimming lesson? Okay. So
Okay.
now what have you remember with our last meeting, last lesson? Is that what is that?
I only remember about work.
About
Uh, on the vocabulary.
yes, the vocabulary. So there are many vocabulary that you've learned, right? In that lesson. So this time, okay, what is that all about? Are we done on that lesson? That unit? What is that unit? The unit 9?
I yeah. Uh, comfort.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that lesson is, what are the words that you've learned?
Comfort. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's comfort.
Yes.
Vocabulary.
So we have our words comfort, we have encourage, right? Have you remember it?
Uh, encourage.
Yes.
Inquire. Inform as well.
Yes.
One, come up with mouthfeel.
Yes. Wow, that's very good. So you remember all the lesson, right? So there are many vocabulary. That vocabulary can be used to you every day. Okay, it can help you also, right? So here, most especially the warn. The warn is that is the for the safety that you wouldn't try to do it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so how about encourage? Encourage is to help other people also, to give them a good result, or what is that? To give them that they feel that they will not feel sad, to give them to comfort them also. That's a encourage also. So encourage, we must to encourage other people because we don't know what are their problems, right? All of us have many problems, okay? But even though we cannot help for the important things like money or financial, something like that, but as long as we can give for our smile, right? Smile is very important to each of everyone. Even though you don't know each other, as long as you smile, it is okay already. Most especially if you can see people um some problem because we don't know them
Yeah.
also. So last meeting we discussed about the unit 9E signs, and that's a speaking time, right? That's a speaking time. So when we say speaking, Okay, we already know that you must express your feelings or your emotions or your thoughts, right? So there is no mistake when you say something because that is based on what you observe or on what you see or something on what you feel, right? Just put in your mind that when expressing thoughts and ideas, that is not a mistake because that is only based on what you observe, on how you feel something, right? Unlike
Yeah.
when we say writing, you must also first understand the context of the story or the paragraph or something like that is a very very important that you must to know the correct answer, the correct spelling. Okay, that's the important of writing. But when we say speaking, that's a very easy for us, right? Just like we will write an essay, okay? That's very very easy as long as what you will really understand. So I will inform you that this lesson is the last lesson that we will tackle. Why? Because we already finished your lesson about solution pre-intermediate. Okay? Please let me inform that this is your last lesson for solution pre-intermediate, and also I will chat to the admin to inform that we already finished this lesson. Okay?
Okay.
Oh, are you listening to me?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so within a minute I will fix this. So this lesson is the last for writing. The science,
Yeah.
then that is writing. So as far as I remember or as far as I observed to you, you need first to focus something, okay? In case
Okay.
of reading, you must focus on reading on those difficult words. Just remember that, most especially those words that is very new to you. Okay?
Yeah.
So that just remember that if you cannot really understand those words, you can search in the Google or any dictionary that you know. Okay? That's a very simple. If you can't understand by English, then you will translate into Vietnamese. After translating in Vietnamese, so you already understand, right? So you will transfer also to English so that you can really understand or you can easily communicate also through English. Okay? So I know it is a very hard when we learn other language, right? If we are not expert on earth on the language, but as long as you are eager to learn, you are eager to study hard in this language, you will be a good speaker on the other language, right? All you have to do is only study, learn, and love the language, okay? So I will share my
Screen.
screen. Okay. Where are you writing? Oh my god, maybe I can share. Okay, so this is our new lesson and this is a writing. Writing a formal letter. So do you know how to write a formal letter?
I don't know. I don't know.
Mm. How about application letter?
I know application.
Hmm. You know already application letter. We discussed that.
I know. I know the application, but I don't know the formal.
What? Formal. But application letter we try already, right? So just remember that we have formal letter and informal letter that we had. So first let's discuss formal letter. So here, put these methods of transport in order from the most environmentally friendly to the last. Okay, put these methods of transport in order from the most environmentally friendly to the last. So we have here, can you please read that?
Okay.
We have, what is that?
Uh,
We have
put
by,
uh, put this method of transport in order for most environmentally friendly to the least. What? Bicycle
put
is
this,
very friendly to the east. For
we
the
put these methods of transport in order from the most environmentally friendly to the last. Okay, please read that. What are those? We have,
uh, bicycle, bus, car, petrol, electric car, motorbike, tram.
okay. So here, make sure you use a variety of different structures when writing formal letters. You can form complex sentences by joining two clauses together with a conjunction. So as we remember, we have an, but, because, if, or. So there are many conjunctions when we close us together into one sentence, right? So use different conjunction depending on the meaning of the clauses they introduce. So here, match the conjunctions in the letter with meaning below. Okay, can you please read it?
Oh,
Go, read it.
I'm reading by my eye.
Okay, just remember that if you read it silently, are you sure you can
Uh,
understand?
yes. Hmm. What is Stanford?
Just tell me if you are done.
Okay. What is conjunction? Can you explain me the conjunction?
Do you know what is conjunction?
I don't know.
Oh, conjunctions are those because instead of, except, so that, but. That's a conjunction.
It's like the word that much 2 seconds like put in one.
What?
It's like the word that make 2 sentences
Oh, sige.
equal only one. Yeah.
Yes. So, two sentence and then you will make it to one sentence. Okay, for example, there is an accident in the street yesterday because, okay, that's it. That is two sentence, but you must to need into one sentence. Okay, let's read, okay? Your local council has issued a new town planning policy and decided not to include any cycle lanes in the town center. Write a letter of complaint about this decision. You can use because instead of, except if it was not true that, and then for that reason. So this is our all conjunction, right? For example, here, okay, this is our example. Dear Sir or Madam, this is a complaint. I am writing to express my disappointment at the council's recent decision not to include any cycle lanes in town, since I do not
Okay.
have a car. I cycle everywhere, so this is a very important issue for me. So where is our conjunction here? So this is sense, right?
Okay.
So that's already also a conjunction. So another, we use another conjunction, right? So my main reason for objecting this decision is that cycle lanes improve the safety of cyclists. Without cycle lanes, more cyclists are injured in accidents as it is far more difficult for drivers to see them. So as you can see, where have is has it is. So that is another conjunction, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what have you understand here? Did you read 1 to 4?
I read yes.
Okay, so what have you understand on this?
It's like yeah It's like include the he want to include. Uh, he had a decision that not to include any cycle lanes in town, right?
Yes. So this letter is for a complaint. So just remember that it is easy to write a letter about complaint. Why? Because complaint you are already asking a favor on it, or you are complain because on what happened. So meaning you don't like it. Why you complain? Because you don't like it, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that is a complaint. So in that case, when you write a complaint letter or this formal, when you have a complaint, you must write it in the formal letter. Why? So that the the said person or people who are the owner in it, so you are the complainant. You are the complainant. So they can really understand why you complain about their decision because we have different decision, right? So in this paragraph or in this story about is there is a cyclings, and in the this is a town century. So you know already what is a town century. There the government is the owner, right? When we say town or when we say city, there are
Okay.
lands or there are areas where the government are the owner. So that is why sometimes people must have to complain so that also the government can see what is the problem behind, right? Because not only the government will decision without the other people know it. Or when we say they will decision and then the other people will not happy. They had take a rest also. So they have a complaint or both the government or the people must have a same decision on it. So this is what the complainant said, right? So here, the most important point is I realize that it is expensive to build cycle lanes. However, I believe it is a good use of public money. So that's a government because that is a public money, right? Pollution is a problem and we should be encouraging people to cycle rather than going
Okay.
by car because it's better for the environment. All in all, I believe that this is a very bad decision. Unless the council reconsiders, there will be a negative effect on the road safety on the environment. So what is their decision?
Yes.
So that's an issue, a new town planning policy. And decided not to include any cycle lanes in town center. So that's the complainant. There's only one person who complained. Maybe that person realizes something also that it is not very good. It is a very dangerous or that is a very bad decision. Just remember, even if there is only one person who write a letter, as long as there is a complainant of their decision. So when we say there is a complainant in a decision, they will change
Okay.
the decision also. So if they need more complainants, so they will say something about it. So that's it. Okay. So here. So we have used as I said we use a sense rather than unless and so. So here, match the paragraph of the letter with 4 of the headings below. So for example, give the main arguments for your opinion. Okay. Explain the reason for writing. Okay. So what is that? Okay, can you please
Uh.
answer 2, 4, 6, 2, 4. Okay, give the main argument for your opinion. Is there any argument?
Uh, the one is explain the reason was for writing.
Okay, number one, what is your, give the main argument for your opinion. Is there any argument
D.
for the opinion?
What is D? What is D?
What do you mean by argument? Argument is that is the one you will complain what happened, what's the problem. So when we say what's the problem, so there is an argumentation on it, or there is an argumentation with the decision if both sides are not same decision. So that's already argument. So for example, I like to read the story, but you argued that the story is not good. And then I will reply to you. That's already an argument. So give the main argument for your opinion.
Give the man agreement for my opinion. I think is number 3.
Okay. So how about strongly restate your overall opinion? Strongly restate your overall opinion.
Yeah. Slowly overall state your. What is restate? What's that?
So restate your overall opinion. For example, you will state what is all over your opinion about the cycle lanes. That's overall.
Let- Hmm.
Okay, so how about describe a personal experience?
No, explore experience. Number 1.
Okay. Yes, explain the reason for writing. That is only based on your, okay. I will give you one example so that you can really understand this. I will explain to you. Okay, here. Okay, give the main argument for your opinion. So this is our question and you ask also, what is this? So here, my main reason for objecting the decision or why you complain because the cycles lanes improve the safety of the cyclist. So that's your opinion. So when we say giving your decision or your main reason of your complaint, the other part or the other parties will have to argue also. Or you will give feedback on what you complain, right? That is argument. Both sides will give any words for the opinion. Okay, that's argue. Okay, the other meaning of argue is just like you ask something. For example, there is a decision and then you complain. You ask something
Yeah.
that okay, that decision is not good. So already that's argument. Okay? So next, strongly restate your overall opinion. So or in all. Okay. So as you can see, when we say overall, that's whole. Okay? So it is very easy to understand all in all. So I believe that that is a very bad decision. So that's already one decision. That's already bad. Why you complain? Because it is a bad decision. So that is your overall opinion. That is your own opinion why you gave complaint on it because as you observe or as you think that is already bad, other people
Yeah.
cannot benefit on it. Okay? It is very useless. Okay,
Okay.
describe a personal experience. So what do you mean by personal experience? So you know already what is personal experience, right? So when we say personal experience, they give us, okay, for example, the cycle lanes, right? They have what we call that, the memo or the letters that you will do that. And then you read. So it happens that you experience, you're the one who experienced first. So meaning, you will, as you complain, you will
Okay.
experience first. Because there is no people giving a compliments if they cannot experience, okay, the decision. So first,
Mm,
that's yourself.
mm,
So it comes from you first. For example, just like why you express that, because that is based on your experience, right? That is
mm,
based on what you understand, or that is the base before you encounter on it. For example, okay, there is you got an accident. You driving a motorcycle because the lane was closed, right? So only two
okay.
lanes. So that is a very, very traffic. So at the end, you get an accident. So you experience already the lane. So it is very important that we must have a four lanes for the vehicles, for the cars. So that's for the bikers. So we have different lanes for different transportation, right? We have the
Okay.
lanes
Yes.
for the train, just like that, because you experience in it that is based on your experience. So here, explain the reason for writing. So that is a very, very important. When writing a letter, there is always a reason. For example, letter. Why you write application letter? Because, okay, for example, please answer my question. Why you write an application letter? Because, for
Uh,
example, okay, for example, this is my question. Why you write an application letter? What is the purpose why you write an application letter?
I write it to have a job.
Yes, very good. So that's a reason why you write a application letter, because I want to have job. I want to apply your company. So the job, that is for the application. How about the complainant letter? Why you write it? Ano, the formal letter, why you write it? For example, the
Uh,
complainant letter. What is the reason why you write a complainant letter? Di ba naman
I think it's to describe about a formal thing, right?
Yes. So we writing a complaint letter, what is that? We write a complaint letter because we are not agree on what their decision. So that's the reason why we need to write a complainant. Why? Because we cannot really understand what they like. Okay? You're not only to keep silence because they give you that decision, but as a people, as a citizen, if that is on the example in the public, you're
Mm,
not getting silence anymore. Why? Because many people will benefits on it. If you also, the other people keep silence, if you also will keep silence, what happened?
it
So meaning,
will.
there's decision will be always okay, even if that is already bad decision. So that is why some people also or other people also will complain for the situation so that they can help also to other people, right? Not only for
Yeah.
themselves,
Okay.
not
Yes.
only for themselves, but they also think for other people's.
Yeah.
Okay. So here, choose the correct conjunctions to complete the sentences. Use a dictionary to help if necessary. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, please answer. Choose the correct conjunction to complete the sentences. Use a dictionary to help you if necessary.
Okay.
If there were no cars, low-risk bands, etc. in the world.
Okay. What? You couldn't travel a long distance.
Write it.
Uh, unless you. Oh no. Yes. What is resurrect? Resurrect?
What?
Wait. Hmm.
Okay, just try.
Oh, C. Unless.